Hey everyone, this is your old friend Sonic the Hedgehog, and welcome to a very special Sonic Characters Read Sonic fanfiction. Now, I and my friends would have loved to come over to this house where we read all of this fanfiction to you at this time, just so that we can read a few Christmas fanfics to you, but unfortunately, we ended up having to babysit a few kid chipmunks as their adoptive guardians went to a vacation home to spend Christmas alone. So this is actually a great time to read some crossover fanfics of us and these 6 little guys. Is that alright with you guys?
Of course it is, but what's a crossover fanfic? Alvin, fanfic is just short for fanfiction, where fans of any franchise, including his and our own, create their own short stories about them. I really hope these guys put effort into making them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Jeanette.
But Sonic, are we really going to waste our Christmas opportunity by not reading Christmas fanfic at all and instead reading crossover fanfics about a few kids that we're only babysitting? I mean, what does that have to do with Christmas? What's the point?
You know what, Tails? Come to think of it, even though there are none of these crossover fics that take place during Christmas, I just feel like I agree with you. Now, little guys, just listen to this first one we're about to read that has nothing to do with you, and then we'll start getting to the good stories about you.
Okay, I would really feel bad for you if you had to read only non-Christmas stories during a Christmas opportunity. Yeah, Ellie, I only hope that you and I would get us a lot of popcorn to snack on while you're reading. Oh, Theodore.
Okay. This first fanfic is the last one I found before we got the call about the babysitting, and it's called The Night Before Christmas, Sonic Style, by fanfiction.net user SakuraStar12. And the description is as follows. My Sonic version of The Night Before Christmas. Hope you all like it, first Christmas fanfic of the year. So here we go. Note, I do not own Sonic the Hedgehog or the story The Night Before Christmas, so don't sue. Please enjoy. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the town, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Bang! Okay, so I was wrong. Eggman is out and about, causing trouble and ruining everyone's Christmas joy. But look, here comes Sonic to save the day. Do not blink or you'd surely miss him, lol. Eggman, what are you doing? Don't you know it's Christmas Eve? Sonic yelled up to Eggman. What does it look like? I'm ruining Christmas, of course. Eggman replied with an evil laugh.
But Christmas is a time of peace and joy.
Tails exclaimed in shock at Eggman's attitude. Well, I say bah humbug to Christmas, you twit. Don't you see I don't care? Eggman replied with a sneer. Enough, Eggman. I won't let you get away with this, Sonic yelled up to Eggman in anger. Eggman just laughed and unleashed his evil robots on the town and Sonic. Sonic dodged the attack and was in shock at what the robots looked like. The robots looked like large metal elves. Sonic would not let Eggman get away with trying to ruin Christmas cheer. Sonic turned into a ball and broke all of Eggman's toys. No! Eggman was screaming as Sonic sent him flying all the way home into the mountains. Yay! All the town people cheered as yet again Sonic has saved the day. Now Sonic goes home to settle down for a long winter's night. Or till morning. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, Sonic said before sleep. Hey everyone, I know I haven't written or posted anything lately, but really busy with school and reading my Nook. Hope to write more soon. Well, for an adaptation of The Night Before Christmas, it really isn't an adaptation at all, but it does capture the spirit of an everyday battle Tails and I have with Eggman.
Oh cool, when are we gonna go through fanfics of us?
We're about to get there. The first one is called Sonittany Love Story by fanfiction.net user Austin18696.
Sonittany? Does that mean you and Brittany?
It looks like it.
Ugh, it's just so ridiculous. What's ridiculous? What's so bad about Sonic and Brittany? Perhaps I never told you the concept of this whole thing, Theodore. This author might be making Sonic and Brittany into a romantic couple. Hey, how dare anybody would think Brittany would betray me for this young hedgehog? Yeah, that is disgusting for me to do this with you.
I know. Its description is as follows. Alvin and Brittany love each other. When Alvin dies, Sonic likes Brittany. Amy sad about Brittany of Alvin.
What is that? It doesn't sound like that description makes any sense whatsoever.
I think you may be right, Alvin. Here we go with chapter 1.
Hey, Brittany,
said Alvin.
Hi, Alvin,
said Brittany.
What are you doing?
said Alvin.
Nothing,
said Brittany.
You hang out,
said Alvin.
Sure, what time?
Said Brittany.
Like 7 o'clock.
Said Alvin. First of all, why is the back-to-back dialogue so short? And doesn't this guy know that quotation marks exist? You'll confuse the reader. Sonic Tour hard Amy voice scared ran away from Amy she hard. Her hammer chased him. Brittany hard powers kind of powers. Alvin her sister and his brother don't have powers their family. David Miss Miller Brittany born her powers when Brittany and Alvin went on first date. Date was over Alvin and Brittany went back home to Alvin's house. Is there any point of continuing from here? I mean, this makes the grammar in Sonky Rainbow Dash and Robo Keeney's machine look like a professional college essay. Now I truly don't know what's going on.
What's a Sonky? I think he's talking about a misspelled version of Sonic with the I and C switched around.
Since we've opened up to the subject of grammar and understanding, do you understand what's going on, Simon?
I think it has something to do with Brittany getting superpowers or something, and then Alvin and Brittany going on dating even? I don't know everything as to what's going on.
Okay, my point exactly.
So guys, how was your date?
Said Simon.
It was good.
Said Brittany.
That great.
Said Jeanette.
Yeah, I'll go walk by myself.
Said Brittany. Okay, well, bye, Brit, said Chipmunk and Chipettes. Brittany walk on street sidewalk. Sonic ran too fast, lost Amy. Sonic turn, stopped Brittany, her turn, her hard. Sea Blue Hedgehog ran faster. He stopped, he hit her, opened her eyes. You almost hit me, said Sonic.
Maybe you should slow down, and how are you?
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, said Sonic.
I'm Brittany Miller the Chipette.
Said Brittany. And was run away from Amy, said Sonic.
Okay, how's she?
Said Brittany. Amy sees Sonic with chipmunks. She looked like Sally Acorn. Hardhammer ran to Sonic. She yelled, jump hammer, Brittany. Look up, move, Sonic, move too. How are you? What you doing, my Sonic? Said Amy.
How you like each other?
Said Brittany. Yes, said Amy. No, said Sonic.
Name is Brittany Miller.
Said Brittany. Oh, sorry, I think you were Sally Acorn, said Amy. What are you talking, Amy? I don't like Sally and you anymore, said Sonic. Brittany, leave back to Alvin's house. Sonic and Amy follow her.
Why you guys followed me?
Said Brittany. I'm so stay for a 2-day night, said Amy.
Okay, Amy, I like you.
Said Brittany. Me too, Brittany, said Amy.
Maybe we can be friends.
Said Brittany. Yeah, I like be friends with you, said Amy. They went to Alvin's house. She knocked the door. Alvin opened the door. See Brittany, Blue and Pink Hedgehog.
Come in, guys.
Said Alvin.
Thanks, Alvin.
Said Brittany.
Brittany, how are they?
Said Alvin.
This Sonic and Amy meet them and Wentz was talking.
Said Brittany.
Oh, okay.
Said Alvin.
What is that outside someone steal from store?
Said Simon. Brittany followed him. Chipmunks, Chipettes, Sonic, and Amy followed Brittany went to see.
Hey, you.
Said Brittany. Man turned the girl. You want fight, little girl, said bad guy.
What just?
Said Brittany.
Boring! Okay, is it because of the bad grammar? No, it's because I don't understand what's going on! Which is because of the bad grammar. No, because it makes no sense whatsoever!
Alvin, just understand what Simon is trying to say.
Whatever, just give me another story. I'm fed up with this one! Besides, I am sick of all this atrocious grammar.
Are you sure? There are actually 3 chapters left in this.
Yes, I'm sure! No, no more.
Okay, the next 2 fanfics are from fanfiction.net user MJ Dancer and Sonic Fan, and the first one is called Sonic and Alvin Rap Battle.
Yeah, that's more my style!
Anyway, the description is as follows. Sonic and Alvin met each other and decided to do a rap battle just for fun. This was done with the teamwork of collaboration. Okay, here we go. Brittany Miller sitting at a table just outside an Italian restaurant with her left elbow on the table with her left paw holding her head. She's waiting for Alvin because he agreed to go on a date with her and have it start off by meeting at a restaurant at 5:30. Brittany got her head off her left paw and allowed her left arm to rest on the table as she looked at the watch that's on the arm. The watch said 5:33 p.m.
Sigh, what's keeping him?
Brittany asked herself. Suddenly, in a blur, a blue hedgehog in white gloves and white striped red runners named Sonic zoomed by and stopped, noticing Brittany by herself. Sonic took pity on Brittany and walked right up to her on her left. "Yow, girl, are you okay?" Sonic asked Brittany in concern. Brittany, being startled, turned her head left and saw Sonic standing next to her.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm just waiting for my friend to come here. We're supposed to be on a date by 5:30 and he's 3 minutes late.
Brittany answered Sonic. Suddenly, Alvin is running towards the Italian restaurant she told Brittany he'd meet her. He was running late because he got held up from Dave. He stopped in his tracks from seeing Brittany talking with a male blue hedgehog standing next to her.
Brittany, what the heck?
Alvin yelled out. Sonic and Brittany both turned their heads to where they heard the yelling from and saw Alvin. Alvin walked up to Sonic and angrily looked right up at him in the face.
What are you doing talking with my girlfriend?
Alvin asked Sonic.
That is how I would have reacted if I saw you dating with her. If that last story made any sense. No, Alvin, it's what you think it is.
Brittany butted in.
He got worried about me and was asking if I'm okay, and I told him I was waiting for you.
Brittany explained. Brittany then looked at her watch again, and it now says 5:54.
You're 4 minutes late, by the way.
Brittany added. Look, guys, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, okay? I'll just get out of your fur and be on my way, Sonic said. Alvin, listening to the blue hedgehog's voice and looking at his gloves and shoes, somehow realized that it's Sonic. Before Sonic even got started in his tracks, Alvin tried to get his attention.
Wait, are you Sonic the Hedgehog?
Alvin asked Sonic. Sonic looked down at Alvin again. Yeah, I am, Sonic replied to Alvin. Alvin smiled. He had been a Sonic fan for years and always wanted to meet him.
Cool, I'm Alvin. I'm a big fan. I got all 3 of your first games on my computer, and I have like all your 4 cartoon series on DVD. I thought they're awesome.
Alvin said to Sonic. Cool, Sonic commented.
I do a rock band with my brothers.
Alvin told Sonic.
You want to do a rap battle? You know, just for fun?
Alvin asked Sonic. Sonic thought about it for a moment, then he gave Alvin his answer. Sure, Sonic answered with a nod. Brittany groaned in frustration over Alvin taking his likeness for Sonic and doing a play rap battle with him over his date with her. Beat music came from out of nowhere and Sonic and Alvin rapped it out. Wait, what? How is that even possible? How could music like this come from nowhere?
Yeah, it's not like there's a stereo anywhere on property. It makes no sense. Come on, Si, it's awesome!
How about you diss this battle like you did on the Chipettes? Cause you don't have a chance with me and compete. I'm go faster than sound, for I'm the fastest thing alive. Your fame in animation's small, well mine in games is massive. With my Chaos Emeralds, I become super. I pity you for not having any superpowers. Oh, what a bummer. Back in the 80s, you used to be awesome. Now you CGI and no longer handsome. Rapped Sonic. Now it's Alvin's turn to rap.
You're just the hedgehog with the mohawk. I'm not scared you want to rap against me. I wouldn't dare. All your fanboys are just 7-year-old bronies. Just walk back into your house, you immature homie. You've got spikes on your head and a mouth on your chin. I'm Alvin the Chipmunk. We know who's gonna win. You're the most uncreative characters as Mario and Luigi. I predict the future. Who's gonna win? Me! You can doubt it, but people will see. You're just a stupid hedgehog with a brain as big as a pea.
Rapped Alvin. Now it's Sonic's turn to rap. Wrong, Alvin. It's your brain that's pea-sized and you are a fool. But me, my brain's larger than that and I'm way past cool. To your family and your friends, you are just a tool. So prepare yourself as me and my little bro Tails take you to school. I advise children on health, safety, and education on my Sonic Says. Like my games did, my cartoons made children their days. For I'm the mascot of Sega that did way past awesome games. You're just a worthless troublemaking piece of crap who brought music to shame. Rapped Sonic. Now it's Alvin's turn to rap.
You say you're cool. You're an egotistical nutjob. Shut up and get creative, you perverted stuck-up snob. I have a boss flow. You stutter over words, bro. I'm the one with the small brain. Heck no. Sonic the Hedgehog? Man, now that's lazy. By the time I own you, you'll go crying to Amy. You think I could get owned by Tails the Fox? You're probably just here to be the stupid laughing stock.
rapped Alvin. Now it's Sonic's turn to rap. I'm not stupid. I use my brains to stop evil and get out of trouble too. You don't use your brain and always need your brother Simon to do the thinking for you. And no, I won't cry out to Amy. She always cries out for me. For I'm the hero I need to be. I know we're rapping just for fun, but this rap is not worth my time. I mean, listen to yourself. You can hardly rhyme. You don't stand a change, and here's why, rapped Sonic. Sonic then holds out his right paw and opens it to show Alvin the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Sonic then turns super by using the emeralds. Alvin and Brittany both looked in impressiveness at Sonic in his super form as he lifts off the footpath. Behold, I can fly! Sonic raps loudly. Sonic then flew around the block and landed on the footpath. Now it's Alvin's turn to rap.
Well, don't go super too much. It won't last long without your gold rings and such. Now, I'll admit that's impressive, but here's the way it is. So sorry that it's true. Silver the Hedgehog has more superpowers than you,
rapped Alvin. After the rapping, Alvin, Brittany, and Sonic looked at the viewers/readers.
Who do you think won?
Alvin asked them. You decide, Sonic told them.
Be sure to type your opinions on your reviews and stay tuned for our next crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog,
Brittany said to the viewers/readers. Alvin and Sonic shook paws. Well, I gotta go. I had fun on this rap, but you got a date with Alvin, and I got a juice. See ya, Sonic said. Sonic zoomed out of sight. Then Alvin walked to the table where Brittany's sitting and took a seat next to her, ready to start dating. A fan episode of epic rap battles. That's what it all was, huh?
I love that show. I love watching two characters pit up against each other in terms of capabilities and reputation. And I'm really glad I finally got to be in an episode of one.
Yeah, I could tell. But the next fanfic is a bit long. In fact, even though it is coincidentally about us babysitting you, it is incredibly long at over 50,000 words. And it is still being written by its author to this day. This fic is titled Sonic Team Munksitting, and its description is as follows. Knuckles owns Blaze money for a new phone, and Sonic decides that him and the team should do a job babysitting. Dave hires them to look after the Chipmunks while he's away for a week, and Dr. Eggman suddenly gets up to no good. Will the Sonic team stop Dr. Eggman and keep the Chipmunks safe? Read and find out.
That sounds epic! I want to read it already!
Hold it right there, little boy. I cannot read a story this long to you this late, especially if tomorrow morning is the big day for all of you. Can any of you guess what that is?
Christmas?
Right you are.
Oh, come on, just one chapter!
Okay, I will give you a brief summary of what happens up to the last chapter written so far. Remember, the story is still not finished yet, and the author is still working on it. The basics is that Knuckles, one of our friends, comes in saying that on his morning jog, he accidentally bumped into Blaze and broke her phone. Now she has a week to pay her off or she and Silver would kill him.
That's awful. Why would Blaze do something like that for something so little?
And if this is supposed to lead up to a babysitting job just to pay up to or prevent a potential death, then I guess this is unwarranted.
So anyway, we decided to set up a job opportunity in babysitting. Coincidentally, your adoptive father, Dave, plans to go on a week-long business trip and he needs a babysitter. He happened to choose us, obviously, but Dr. Eggman happens to be working on a badnik, or an evil robot as you want to refer to it as, that can fly and shoot flames from its fingers, and all it requires is a couple of life forms to power it. He ultimately plans on having you being those life forms.
Oh no, that sounds awful! Who knows what he would do to us?
But we are also here to protect you and assure that nothing bad would happen. That Sunday, you would take us to church and meet Sally. The shocking thing here is that in this world, all three of you are actually related to the royal family.
What? How is that even possible?
Yes, your biological mother, Vinny, happens to be the sister of Sally's mother, Alicia, who's also queen.
That's just too specific. A complete miracle would have to happen in order for all of us to be a fan of you and happen to be related to your girlfriend, who also happens to be a royal princess.
Anyway, it continues from here. We all go touring through the city to visit your mother, then my Uncle Chuck's diner to have a meal, then over to the royal palace to visit, as well as look at a lake of rings where power rings are produced. After that, we went to the headquarters of the Freedom Fighters to converse before some more bad news happened. It turns out that I found out that Eggman knows where you lived, so I decided that it wasn't safe for you to return home anymore. So for safekeeping, I took you all to my mother's hut. But then Eggman came back to your house and kidnapped the Chipettes!
Oh no, what would he do to us? Yeah, I would try to punch that meanie to death.
Only in your dreams, Brittany.
But I left a note for their adoptive guardian, Beatrice Miller, to reassure her that I would rescue them, and the rest hasn't been written yet.
Oh, what a letdown! I really want to find out more as to what happens!
I told you already, Alvin. It hasn't been written and published yet.
And you might be lucky if the rest ever gets published. Most fanfiction stories on fanfiction.net are left abandoned and incomplete.
Oh, please, please, let's hope to God that the story actually gets finished. I wonder who that could be.
Hello? Are you there? Can you hear me?
That voice sounds very familiar.
Oh, hello, Chipmunks. Oh, it's me, Santa.
Santa!
I bet you're surprised to hear my voice. Do you know where I'm calling from?
According to my knowledge on global time, you are outside the North Pole and traveling around the world in your sleigh, and you have been doing this for several hours now, starting with the areas that lie on the international dateline, and you are currently above the Greenland area, and will keep traveling westward until you get to the States and back to the IDL when you return to the North Pole.
Oh my! I never expected that detailed of an explanation from any child. You are absolutely right in every way, Simon. You must be really clever.
Thanks, Santa.
Well, I wish you all could see all the lights in all of the cities I passed through so far. It was beautiful up there, and it will be beautiful above the United States where you live. And you, Theodore?
Yes, Santa?
Make sure you leave a few carrots out for the reindeer and some cookies for me. All of this flying will make us hungry. Oh, did I tell you to leave out some carrots and cookies for the reindeer and me, respectively?
Yes.
Because this year you have been asked to try your best not to steal food from people. Other than that, you, as well as Simon, have been doing good this year.
Thanks, Santa. But what about me? Am I good?
Don't worry, Alvin. I was about to get to you. First of all, your wish list was outrageously big. 5 times the amount of the average child's wish list. And Santa knows there's a special gift in that list you're especially hoping for, like a certain hula hoop.
Yeah, please tell me I'm good this year.
I am getting to that. I know this year you have been asked to try your best to stop being so impulsive and greedy. But it seems like throughout the year you haven't been making that much of an effort. I'm a little disappointed in that. That alone would put you on the almost nice list, which is borderline naughty.
Oh, come on, Santa! I promise I'll do better right now! Just please don't ignore me when you get here! If you do, then I might as well just kill myself because I'm such a horrible chipmunk!
Hold it right there, Alvin. You are not really that bad. The thing is, just a few days ago, you donated half of your entire annual paycheck to the Salvation Army. They never really expected a donation that big. Because of that, you are now significantly into the green, the nice list.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much, Santa!
Chipmunks, I have to go now. I'll see you when I get to your house. Ho, ho, ho! Goodbye!
Bye, Santa! Well, I and my sisters will be heading off to bed to rest for the big day tomorrow.
Night, girls.
And while we're in the mood and on the subject of Christmas, why don't we sing you the song that kick-started our career before we go to bed ourselves?
That sounds great. I just want to end my Christmas Eve with something like this after all.
Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't
Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you on another regular episode of Sonic Characters Read Sonic Fanfiction.